There's a lot of new graphics cards to choose from at the $300 price point, but the B580 with 12 gigs of VRAM may still have a competitive edge.
And we're going to test that theory with a sub $1,000 gaming PC. To be exact, a little bit below $1,000, featuring the Intel Arc B580 and Ryzen 5 9600X. Does it make sense to build this PC in 2025? We're going to benchmark it and find out after a word from today's sponsor.
If you like to travel or ever find yourself just digging through a tangled mess of chargers and still not finding the right one, the Ugreen Nexode 45-watt retractable charger is the fix you've been looking for. It comes with a built-in retractable USB-C cable with 8 preset lengths, so you're always ready to plug in without the mess.
The cable itself has 8 preset positions from 8.5 to 70 centimeters.
The Nexode 45-watt retractable charger also features 2 USB-C ports and 1 USB-A, so you're free to charge up to 3 devices at once. Even with all that power, it's ultra compact, featuring a simple, foldable plug. It's super simple to slip into your pocket, purse, or travel bag. Another great feature is that it comes with 8 layers of protection, including overcurrent, over temperature, and even lightning strikes, so you can always feel safe charging everything you have, anywhere you go. It also works with a wide range of fast charging standards, meaning it'll power up your phone, tablet, or laptop quickly without any fuss. So if you're looking to upgrade your power game, check out the Best Buy links in the description down below. And huge shout out again to Ugreen for sponsoring today's video. Now let's get back to it.
You can buy all the parts for this PC build using Newegg links in the description down below, or just go to newegg.com and shop for Newegg PC parts today. But yeah, you can get a wide selection of really awesome PC parts specifically for this B580 build from Newegg, and just use those links down below if you're shopping. Let's go ahead and talk about all the parts in this build, sub $1,000 by the way, and then we'll dive into some testing to see what the B580 can do in 2025.
So to kick this build off, we have the AMD Ryzen 5 9600X. It's hard to recommend anything else right now because 6-core, 12-thread, super high boost frequencies, and a lot of times you can actually go on Newegg and bundle these and get something like a free SSD or even free RAM, so make sure you keep an eye on those Newegg deals. Now, we already actually had this cooler in stock, but you can get these for around 16 bucks. This is the ID Cooling SC214 XT in black. There's also an ARGB version as well, but we think the black cooler is nice and sleek, and you cannot beat that price. So for the motherboard, we went with the ASRock B650M Pro RS. This is a micro ATX board that actually comes with Wi-Fi. If you get the Wi-Fi model, we paid 139 bucks for it. It has a singular 8-pin for your CPU and 4 RAM slots, so decent upgrade path. Coming in at $93, we have some Teamgroup T-Create 6000 MHz 32 gigs of RAM. We just went with the black RAM to go with our really stealthy PC build. Now, the case has some RGB on it, so does motherboard, but this is CL30 and it's dual channel, so under 100 bucks for those type of specs, pretty good. Now for the SSD, coming in at $79, we have the Teamgroup Cardea A440 NVMe SSD. Now this is a Gen 4 drive, but it is pretty fast. We're talking 7,000 megabytes per second read and 6,900 megabytes per second write. That's like getting pretty close to Gen 5 speeds, so I don't really feel too bad about spending a little extra on this drive here.
Now the reason we're doing this gaming PC is this graphics card right here. This is the Onix Odyssey B580, which comes with 12 gigs of VRAM. This card is $299, and this is the all black design. There is a white version that is $10 more, $10, $20 more that you can also get if you go for an all white build. But the reason we're doing this build is because the B580 is regularly $299 now. Its MSRP was $259, which was a more appealing price, honestly. But with this price seemingly not coming down at all, does it make sense to build a gaming PC around it? Well, in today's video, we're gonna find out. Segotep, 650 watt, 80 plus gold, GN, well, that's not how you say it, but you know what it is. It's a 650 watt, 80 plus gold power supply from Segotep. We use a lot in our PCs with PC Bros. Power supply does the job. 650 watts does the job for the build. Don't really need any more watts than that, but if you guys want to look at a wide range of different power supplies on Newegg, use those links down below. There's a ton of options you can choose from. This is the one we decided to go for this PC build. Now we decided to try a new case from DIYPC, a case company that's been around since we started this YouTube channel. We'll maybe show a clip here of one of our first DIYPC builds. We've used these cases so many times, but this is a micro ATX case coming in at 57 bucks. We have 4 RGB fans pre-installed, tempered glass with a little hinge mechanism. So if you look inside, you do have a decent amount of room for a larger graphics card. In this case, it won't really be a big problem. We'll say the cables are in a very not great spot right now, but you could definitely clean that up if you unplug the cables from the back. Let's verify what the back looks like. Is it ARGB or is it Molex? Oh wow, you know what? That thing is tightened down. Oh, it has a hub, an ARGB hub. That's nice, so that's pretty cool. So they are ARGB fans with an ARGB hub. So look at you, DIYPC, coming into the modern era. But hey, at the price point on Newegg, pretty good price point. Now let's go ahead and build this PC. We'll dive into some testing, 1080p and a little bit of 1440 potentially to see what the B580 is capable of in new titles and if the $299 price point makes sense, or should you just wait till it goes down in price again at some point to $259, but who knows when that's gonna be.
All right, guys, we are playing some Oblivion Remastered on the Unreal Engine 5. We're currently running 1440p at medium preset. We don't have ray tracing on. Intel GPUs, they don't really love it so far. We are using XeSS unbalanced. Because 1440p it's honestly a lot to ask for this card in a game like this.
It is. Even though it has the 12 gigs of VRAM, you're going to be struggling to maintain the 50 to 60 FPS. Realistically, and from our testing where we did, 90, we did like the 5060 versus B580, it felt like those cards are still, for this kind of game, more of a 1080p level card.
Well, this is a good example, too, of 32 gigs of RAM. I mean, we're using 19.2, and you can't really get like 20, 24 very easily, so it makes more sense just to get 32 gig kit. It's cheap enough.
Looking pretty solid so far. One thing that's important to mention is we were going to test Doom the Dark Ages, but that game still seems to be broken on Intel Arc, as in it just won't launch. We had that problem when we were doing the 5060 video, and now we had the problem with this video.
Also, it's not turning red like it's supposed to.
It is not turning red. Oh, is it getting there?
There's some weird things that we've kind of noticed with Arc that we've pointed out before.
Oh,
I think it's getting.
It's getting there, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
It's just slow. Yeah, it's getting there.
Yeah. Now I was like, man, normally it's like as soon as you walk up the mountain. I was like, is this Intel Arc being?
And then the Jonas come at you, and it's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, we got. Look at his legs. He needs to shave, dude.
Dang, I didn't know their legs were hairy like that.
He didn't know I could parry like this either, did he?
Oh, you didn't know Bench Marcus could parry like that. We have yet to show Bench Marcus's face. It's crazy. He's like, don't show me on Intel Arc. I'm not as beautiful as I normally am.
He still looks
He still looks pretty fire, though, at 1440p.
I mean, the thing is, people don't realize symmetry. Symmetry, as they say, is the key to like the Greek goddess look. And notice how his head, it's 90 degrees. Try it. Let's give some AMD upscaling to this. Let's just go performance. Just to see what the frame gen. I mean, we're gonna
go crazy. We're gonna break it. The frame times look horrible right now.
Yeah, it's like I can feel it. It's like.
Yeah, I don't know if frame gen's gonna work great with this card.
Yeah, just another example why we say, Intel Arc, it's a selective taste, if you're not team green or red and you want to try something different, it is really cool and it performs really good. It's just there's some weird quirks with it.
All right, let's try the next game and see if there's any more weird quirks with it. Peter's back, baby.
Ooh. I missed this.
We need Peter Griffin back. The reason we're testing Fortnite is one, well, Doom the Dark Ages is supposed to be Jackson's game he was going to play, and then I was going to play as Bench Marcus. But of course, we don't have Doom the Dark Ages now. So Fortnite is in the mix. So I'm going to play this game. This is definitely going to be more of a CPU test, but we are at 1440p. So hopefully, I would like to see a good 160, 144 FPS average at 1440p on these settings. I think I'm going to die if I go over there.
My name is Pumped Power.
Pumped Power. Okay.
Dude, yeah, when you used to play Peter, you were good.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
I used to be good, and then I switched back to I was Mace Windu, and that just wasn't cutting it.
You were a camera guy for a little bit, or security?
Yeah, security camera. I need to be back to Peter Griffin. Honestly, Fortnite peaked. Am I getting old, Chad?
Rifle.
Am I getting old, Chad? Like, what are these guns? Like, where's just an assault rifle?
They seem kind of real. So someone's ballooning? Coming in hot. Oh, they're really coming in hot. He tried to hide behind the pole.
Oh! Oh!
God, these shotguns do so much damage.
I'm lucky I hit headshots. I would have been dead there.
Like, a lot of these players don't seem that good, but then when you get hit with one good pump, you're like, oh, I'm dead.
I'm pretty happy with this FPS, especially 1440p. Obviously, your esports titles should have no problems at 1440p, and we've been preaching, switch to 1440p, guys, especially if you have a budget of like $1,000 for a PC. 1440p monitors, they're so cheap now.
Kind of become the new 1080, sadly, but it does suck because it's making the new budget build, the B580, $300. You got the 5060, $300. You got the 9060, $300. Those are all 8 and 12 gig cards, and that's kind of like what you're stuck with if you want to do 1440p. Budget gaming is about $1,000 build.
Budget gaming.
Oh, too bad.
Oh yeah, it would be too good because it's absorbing everything. Ah!
Get him! Get him! Where's someone else?
Unless it's really rained.
Yeah, maybe it has drop off.
But hey, guys.
But it's cute.
And it blasts lasers, so yippee. Hey, Fortnite, great. Obviously, esports titles run pretty good. We'll run some other built-in benchmarks, but I think the B580 in a PC build still makes sense if you are someone who wants the extra VRAM for the games that you want to play and it supports Intel Arc. But I think we'll talk more about it during the outro. I think the B580 is due for a little bit of a price slash because of the new releases. If it was a little bit cheaper, I think it'd be a no-brainer. We're looking at like a $900 build, but we're pushing close to $1,000 with the B580 nowadays in a modern CPU. Might be a little much, but for a lot of people, it may still be a good option for you. Let's run those built-in benchmarks and wrap this video up real quick.
So we just got done benchmarking this gaming PC, and I think the consensus is it is a really good PC for the $1,000 price point. It's really good for that entry-level 1440p gaming, but we kind of think that the B580, yes, it has 12 gigs of VRAM. That's its biggest advantage, but in terms of compared to modern 5060s, and of course the 9060 XT, even the 8 gig models, they outperform the B580 in most games, not to mention they're just very compatible with every game. They're compatible with ray tracing really well. They're really good for streaming, and sadly the B580 doesn't really do any of that amazing, so we think it just needs a little price cut.
Yeah, if it's about $50 cheaper than the 5060, then at that point we're saving a good amount of money to where it could be worth it for you guys at home. Honestly, the normal price this card was on launch would be great, but we don't really know the situation on how much money Intel's actually making on these GPUs. But we did run some other benchmarks as well to fully test this thing. We ran Horizon Forbidden West 1440p high settings with the quality XeSS upscaling enabled and got an average of 70 plus FPS. Marvel Rivals at 1440p medium settings with no upscaling, got an average of 60 FPS with a 1% low of 43.
And for 30 mark time squad, I got a score of 13,850, which is a 7 cents per point score. Now keep in mind, Intel, anything, CPUs, GPUs, they definitely have a little bit of a competitive edge, so the scores are a little padded, but it overall is a pretty good score, and just based on other games that we have played compared to the 5060, 9060 XT, we know it's a pretty decent card for the price.
So if you guys are wanting to change up from the typical NVIDIA and AMD GPU and maybe dive into Intel Arc, I will say this is the best possible chance to get into Intel Arc to have the least amount of issues. Is it perfect? No, but it is the best card Intel has released so far, and you can use those links to shop on Newegg today to buy the PC parts for this PC build.
So as always, we hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure you check out our other 2 YouTube channels and also our twitch.tv/ToastyBros. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
We'll see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.
This build right here will be for sale at PCBros.tech at a good price with a warranty.
PCBros.tech, we sell gaming PCs like this, gaming laptops, and so much more. Use code ToastyBros on checkout, you'll save 3% on your next purchase. Also, don't forget, guys, we sell these awesome build mats you see on the videos all the time. Buy one of those today for your PC building needs. See you guys later. Bye-bye.